So I had a question on the live stream that I'd done a few days ago, guys. It was a great question, and I promised I'd make a YouTube video and answer it in more detail. So the question was, how do you prepare to go into social situations which are terrifying, which frighten you? So basically, how do you overcome social anxiety? How do you prepare mentally? And I said this on the live stream and I'll say it again. There's two ways that you can prepare, right? I'll make it simple for you guys. The first way is you have to understand the negative consequences of not facing the fear. So for example, one of you was going to a business meeting, and I understand that fear because I've had to face that fear more than 200 times. And I've got the success from doing it, and it feels great. And I've helped many clients to face that fear in all different areas. But let's just use that as an example, as that was what you were facing the other day. So if you don't go and you back out, how are you going to feel? You already know how you're going to feel. You're going to feel awful for not doing it, and that's only going to give you more anxiety, and you're going to lose more confidence. So first and foremost, that's the first step to preparing your mind to face fearful things, of really understanding the value of what you're going to lose out on and how it's going to make you feel. The second one is focusing on the positive consequences of what you're going to gain and how you're going to feel from talking yourself into that situation, and by getting uncomfortable, facing that discomfort. Sometimes, as you know, it's not anything close to as bad as you think it's going to be in your own mind. You have an idea of how the conversation's going to go with the person in your head. It's a horror story. You think of all the worst case scenarios that would happen, being awkward, not liking the person, then not liking you, just not having an enjoyable experience. But then you go there and it's a lovely person and it really runs smooth. And that's brilliant, and that gives you a lot of confidence, and it makes you realize that most of this stuff, if not all of it, is in your own head. It's your own negative, paranoid thinking. Or let's say worst case scenario, it is a really uncomfortable experience and you don't really get on with the person. You still feel great because you went and faced it. And that's kind of the moral of the story. That's the moral of my story with overcoming social anxiety and having challenges with it for so many years of my life, and then overcoming it and gaining these experiences. So that's how you do it. That's how you prepare your mindset to overcome social anxiety in any situation. Today we've used the business meeting as an example, as that was what you had to face. But this could be a first date, this could be a job interview, it could be a family gathering, it could be a YouTube video like today what I'm doing, it could be a public, it doesn't really matter what it is, the premise is the same. And I've helped so many of my clients, I've loved doing it, I've helped so many of my clients to prepare them for a job interview the next day or the next week, a date, starting a business, and it all comes down to the same mindset. Now, obviously, there's quite a few more things that I teach and that I've learned, but I don't want to overwhelm you. That is enough for today. Those two will carry you through. And if you really understand the negative consequences of talking yourself out of meeting people, then it's going to motivate you to go and do it. So if you're still not able to do it with all of the YouTube videos and all the live streams and all the years of following me, take the next step. Think about it. Think about the value of investing in paid coaching, in having me personally coach you, whether that's in person or we can do it over Zoom. Both can be very successful. Both have been extremely successful for so many of my clients. And if you're getting a lot of value, which I know a lot of you are, I know some people, they're a bit nervous about commenting, right? Because they're worried about being criticized and trolled, and I understand that. But face your fear. Let me know if it's helping you. It's very rewarding when people comment and they sort of let me know how the video's helped. But yeah, that's how you do it. I'd say a last tip, right? It's really going to help. I just thought of it now. Stop trying to be perfect. Trying to be perfect just ends up being immature, insecure, doesn't get you nowhere in life. And I understand it. I've done it myself many times. Stop trying to be perfect and just do the best you can. And that will be more than perfect enough to get you through the situation and give you that confidence. And then obviously, I'm going to do a separate video because I don't want to put too much in one video. It's too overwhelming. You start building momentum, then you go from a person who dreads meeting new people and social situations to a person who absolutely is excited and loves it. And that's where I got to for myself, and that's where I love getting my clients. That's why I love getting you guys to, if you're open and you're committed, right? Because I can't coach people that are not committed. It just doesn't work. So think about that. All those things there: commitment, understanding the positive consequences of going, understanding the negative consequences of backing out and not going. And I'm leaving on this last one. I can't stop. It's all the coffee and hitting the punch bag. It's all about the conversation that you have with yourself. So the conversation's either going to talk you into facing your social anxiety and getting the confidence and the result that you want, or it's going to talk you out. That's all down to the way that you control that conversation. That's why having a coach is so important, to help you to have a positive conversation with yourself, because that's the challenge. This is what I get paid to do and I love to do. Every single week is kind of the same situation. Clients are struggling with the negative conversation that's between their own ears to go and do the things that they want to do and face the things they need to face in order to get by and move forward and enjoy their life. That's where coaching comes in. I help them, I talk them into, talking themselves into going and living their life and being more social, all right? I'll speak to you guys soon. Fearless.